It was
Like,
public intoxication. Just to get the, but just he wasn't driving. He got like an $89 fine and was released. It wasn't, but
that's
still.
what it was for public intoxication. Oh,
yeah,
that's
but then I read that last year around this time he also got busted for something.
He did
right?
get a DUI. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, and he's got a history with that, and so
well, at least he's not driving.
To me, it's right.
Like
bro.
But how about this? How about the WWE is doing a table for 3?
Yeah.
3 people on the list. 3 people from the list that you just gave me.
Yeah, featuring.
Did you see this, Tony?
No.
They're doing a table for 3 with Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and Shane Helms. Can you believe that?
Oh, that is awesome.
And guys,
that is awesome.
I would profess that nobody should watch that. It's going to be terrible.
I will.
Just because you said not to watch it, I'm going to watch it.
Don't me because I'm sure they're going to discredit my good name and try to say
as they should.
No, they should not. Okay.
You consider these guys North Carolina rednecks.
Absolutely.
Fireball drinking rednecks.
Yeah, you've heard their accents.
For sure.
All right. I'm just making sure.
But on the plus side, Shane Helms will be wearing a Creative Control Network T-shirt on the WWE Network. So that's.
Oh no.
Is that true?
No, he's in a very nice suit.
Oh, okay. All right, who's next, Conan?
Jimmy Jacobs, blue fingernails and purple toenails.
They can be green, blue, yellow, orange. They'll still be on the list. But if they're clear, if they're not, if they're regular colors, the regular, like normal, like this.
Now, you still down to get a pedicure with him?
Yeah, pedicure.
What?
Yeah,
pedicure. Mark Madden, who refers to
fine. That's to massage your feet and your toes. Pedicures are fine. Manicures are like,
right.
That's a little systemish.
Yeah, but still a manly thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a manly.
One thou wow. Mark Madden, who refers to
in there. Huh? If the manicure is a manly thing to do, then why do you go to the nail salon? There's no men getting manicures ever, like ever.
I think it's cool as fuck to have your shit looking nice.
It's not manly. It's not manly.
I think it's manly. Mark Madden, who refers to as Bugle Beak.
He's on the list, and he actually I wanted to hashtag ban Madden on Twitter, and he asked me not to because there's for these trolls on Twitter that would probably do that and stuff.
Right, but, and then take it too far.
Yeah. But the funniest thing is he's constantly attacked on a daily basis.
Right.
It's like,
it ain't like he don't stir it up either.
He's inflammatory.
But I'm saying he fires
what do you expect? The last thing you want to do, that's why I tell you, like, Vince, who we love. Wait a minute. But Vince and him, they ain't afraid to fucking throw a rock into the hornet's nest and then wonder why they fucking get attacked.
Got bit, yeah.
Right.
They also is go on the next one.
All right. Well, somebody that Mike Durbin loves, Vince Russo. His singing his Twitter followers.
And his what? We put something else.
And his Twitter. No, I think that was it, right?
His painting.
No.
His paintings.
Yeah, that's right.
His horrible paintings.
Those terrible, disgusting, horrible paintings. Those are all on the list.
Does he still sing?
Can you believe that Durbin paid? Look at that painting that Durbin paid for. Can you believe that he paid for that? How much did you pay for that, Durbin?
Well, I got this for a steal. It was $130.
That's a steal, right?
$130.
Yeah, they stole $130 from you. You're right.
No, it's
Jed. That's Bruce Mitchell from the Pro Wrestling Torch.
Steal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. They stole.
Hey, compared to yours went for like $800.
You got 130.
I wonder who got that.
Mine went for like 700 and change. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you see his latest painting was?
I said, bro, Mike. I told Joe and this guy. I said maybe we should sell paintings.
Start painting.
The Conspiracy Horsemen.
Those guys that think that Russian Vince is a credible source.
And that Paul McCartney's dead.
Yes, they're on the list.
They're definitely on the list. Pat Simon Diamond, who came up with the Reverse Battle Royal, which has been voted the worst worked match of 2006 by The Observer, and the term Watts approved, because you don't believe he ever met Bill Watts.
He didn't. He's on the list, and he's an obnoxious Notre Dame mark, too.
Right, and Yankees mark.
Right.
Marcus Everett.
The kid that wins splat.
Yeah.
Still the only splat in the wrestling business I've seen, so he's on the list.
Jojo Feeney, the Creative Control Network, his pro wrestling tea store, Joe's Room, and being the co-host of Raven's Show.
All those are on the list.
Let me see.
The Raven Effect had Billy Jack Haynes on this.
Did he really?
That was interesting.
I did an autograph site. I was with him in New York for a couple days.
How was that?
About a month ago.
It
was fine.
Yeah.
He's a lot smaller. He's lost a lot of weight. How was that show?
There was a lot of stories about dealing cocaine. So that's
about doing cocaine,
dealing and muling.
Muling cocaine.
He says that's what he did while he traveled the roads. He was transporting coke.
He was transporting all the drugs.
Yep.
Wow. He talked like wide openly about that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Is that a statute of limitations on like it?
Well, 30 years or whatever. So
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shark Boy.
Well, he's on the list, and he took some shit. He keeps maliciously attacking me on Twitter. I think it's they're drive-bys. They're inappropriate. They're vicious and they're slander. You know,
those are vicious.
They're malicious. You know.
So does he have any extra heat because his son might be the homecoming king, and because his son was wearing a Pac-Man suit with a matching tie?
So basically, Shark Boy tweeted the similar thing that where Joey Janela and Enzo had that despicable, violent encounter after the Blink 182
at a carnival.
I had to turn away. It was so violent.
It's a violent that violent encounter. So Shark Boy tweeted that I go, hey, Hootie and the Blowfish is in town. It might be a good place to fight or something like that. How about it at the Real Disco or something like that? And I tweeted, you can go to that show with your dumb kid. All right. So I've officially on Twitter referred to his kid as dumb. All right. And so I've thrown shade at his kid on Twitter.
I always keep thinking when I hear that concert, because it was Hootie and the Blowfish and like some rap. Who was it? Who was the other guy?
No, it was Blink 182. And, was it Lil Wayne? No.
I was like, could any of them have been there to see Lil Wayne? But anyways.
Whoever it was, he just quit the tour.
Yeah, it was Lil Wayne, yeah. All right. Let me see. Here we go. Raven and his stand-up comedy.
Still on the list. Terrible. Is he funny on the show with you, Joe?
Oh, I think he's hilarious. If you listen, you hear that I laugh at everything he says.
Oh my god. That was just sad. That sounds creepy to me. That if you're laughing at everything he's saying, it's a forced laugh. So seriously, that's a terrible advertising for that show.
I am the Ed.
If you want to listen, Casey, so here's what we're doing here. I come on here and talk about how Raven's comedy is terrible. You're on here telling me that it's hilarious that you laugh at everything he says.
Yes.
So the visual picture of what the people are, that my fans are thinking, is that your show is very creepy to watch, basically. Okay? That's what it sounds like to my fans. Would you agree with that? That's what it sounds like?
I'm the Ed McMahon of the show. I'm there to be the support, the supporting player.
How all over the map is Raven?
So it's don't tell me you do Ed McMahon over the top laughs.
Jed, what do you think? Are my laughs over the top?
Not usually, no.
All right. So there we go.
Not usually.
Yeah. I can step up. I can ramp it up.
Are they genuine? Okay, Joey DeFalco.
Joey DeFalco?
Yeah.
That little son of a bitch. You know what the funniest thing is? Every time that guy does one of his videos where he's very disrespectful to me, where I do the video where I get him, Mike Holder like puts it over.
Absolutely.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why do you do that? Why do you put over when people disrespect you like that?
Because it's tremendous. I love when people bury you and disrespect you.
Unreal.
Who's next? What's the next on the list?
The Burning Man.
You mean the guy that got effed up on fentanyl and bath salts and flakka at the Burning Man festival and thought he was actually the Burning Man and ran into the bonfire and burned to death? That guy?
Yeah, and Sherm.
Yeah, and shrooms. Yeah, he's on the list. But that's the thing. Them saying, is it possible to find drugs in an autopsy on somebody that's been burned to death?
Yeah, spinal fluid.
How is that possible?
Maybe hair sample.
Don't the drugs burn? How can drugs exposed to fire? Like I just don't. I mean, maybe I am dumb. I don't know.
Spinal fluid.
Spinal fluid, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Haven't I asked this before?
I think so.
Yes.
I think I have. Yeah, I didn't learn. Maria was
and here's another thing. Maybe the people he was with told the cops, "Hey, this motherfucker was on Sherman, ran into the fucking fire."
Right.
They don't have to be like checking shit. Jay George. I don't think he's in China anymore though.
Jay George. He's on the list. Yeah.
Anything from Jay George, Joe?
I haven't heard anything lately. No.
All right. Mitch Valentine.
He's on the list. He's terrible. See, he didn't turn anything to, did he?
No, but I know Mike Holder is always a big fan of his promos.
Are you really?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No,
That is an outright lie.
What do you think about? What do you think of when Mitch Valentine gets play on our show as much as he does? What are you thinking?
It's just horrible, negative shit. He needs to go away.
It's a worst.
Is he the worst?
He's horrible. Yes.
He might cut a promo on you guys now.
The Did You Mitch me's are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Go away, guy.
Wow.
He's going to come back on you guys.
If you're listening to this, Mitch Valentine, the fans do not Mitch you. They do not Mitch you.
Not at all.
Okay. I think Mitch, you know what, Mitch Valentine, you've heard these guys.
Cut a promo on him.
Yes. I think that,
He's gonna fire
you should
up.
definitely have an opportunity to respond to what Mike Holder, Jed Frankfurter, Mike Durbin had to say about you.
And JoJo Feeney too.
And JoJo
I didn't say it. Wait, whoa.
I welcome it. I welcome it. Bring it.
Same here.
You know, I think we.
Oh, wow.
I think we should take a moment now, though, to recognize the fact, and it is off topic, though, that Jed Frankfurter was the catalyst for some great moments on the podcast because he was the one that started the Cyrus and KG beef. If you remember that.
Mitch Valentine blocked me on
She
Twitter.
was trolling
too.
KG on Twitter. He was trolling KG on Twitter.
How
That
could you
was
not?
tremendous.
He did go out of his way to inform Cyrus and Lance Storm that KG referred to them as sea suckers. So that's where it all started.
Yeah.
Let me see. Mike Beltran's mustache, the referee from UFC and Oakland Raider fan.
Still on the list.
Jeff Lane's room.
With all the toys?
Yeah.
Still on the list.
Let me ask you a question.
What do you guys think of Jeff Lane's room?
Let me ask you. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. What does everybody think of Jeff Lane's room?
I have way more toys in my room than Jeff and JoJo combined. Look at that.
Wow.
Kevin Kleinrock, Triple A, and Arrow Lucha.
Oh, still on the list.
Ryan Satin, we already went with him. You said yes. Russian Bids, whatever number he is now.
11. Russian Bids 11 now. He's on the list. He's an idiot. He tried to pen me. I mean, come on. He thinks that I was being a puppet of the Illuminati that run Turner they were making me wear the NWO shirt. Okay, out there, okay, but this was that I was like a walking billboard for the New World Order and on the wrestling show. He said I was a contributor to the New World Order subliminal messaging that the Illuminati and the Freemasons are using. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what this idiot Russian Vince doesn't realize is that nobody told me to wear that shirt. Okay, I actually went out and got red and black tights since I was doing the Wolfpack stuff. I would have just worn my other stuff. And since I was doing the Wolfpack thing, I took one of the shirts and cut the sleeves off and got red and black trunks and that. So I did that myself. Okay, and this idiot thinks that like I was they told somebody came and told me, hey, put this on the chain of command from the Freemasons out to Bischoff. I guess who in the booking committee would have been connected to the Freemasons that were getting the instructions then?
Hughley.
He's on the list. The drunken Irish drunk.
Hello.
He's a part of the team. Come on.
Yeah, the Mark World Order team. Independent, New Japan, Mexican, and women's wrestling.
All those are still on the list.
Seth Rollins' knee.
Well, has he learned how to sell it yet?
No, but he was once on the show.
Nah, still on the list.
All right. WWE Creative.
They're still on the list until the ratings stink. So
and they
when they start doing better.
On Fandango too. That's he.
Yeah, but we got a whole new creative group in there now. But they're still on the list until the ratings.
Let me ask you a question. You wouldn't pop if Fandango came back with the wee woo wee woo.
I would pop. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But before we do, especially New Japan. Okay. Did I say WWE wrestling was on the list?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go into the comments section of one of the YouTube clips. Okay. Right. This is Disco Inferno on problems with the 24/7 title. Can you go to some of the comments?
Right.
Disco would have been 10-time 224/7 champ by now if he was in WWE. Damn, Conan sounds bad. Hope you get better. I didn't recognize your voice. That was in the last week's show.
Yeah.
I agree with Disco. I feel the same way. And here's a comment from Joe Troller. But typical Four Eyes Feeney talking about shit he has no clue about. I like this 24/7 stuff. It's funny. Okay?
I said I liked it, dumb son of a bitch.
Joe Feeney replies to Joe Troller Okay, I said I liked it, you dope. Your listening comprehension is abhorrent. So Joe Feeney's trying to out-troll Joe Troller. There's also a guy in these things. The guy's name is Mike Fegan. He's trying to out-troll Joe Troller because this is like this is his comment in this thread, right? The image used within this video is the perfect example of the sexism and racism that women of color have to face and endure within the wrestling business on a daily basis. Disgusting in capital letters.
Every one of his comments is like that.
Maverick with the belt holding in front of her face. Yeah, what he had on Twitter. That's the thing. So Mike Fegan is the troll that's trying to. He's like the social justice warrior troll that's trying to out-troll Joe Troller. So I'm calling him out. Okay, what's next on the list?
Let me see the x-pAC.
He's still on the list.
Yeah, throwing shade with Lance Storm, correct?
Yeah, with
Shane Helms.
Shane Helms.
Yeah. Meltzer rating system.
With all the stars and stuff. What do you miss one?
No.
You didn't do Erica Steiner and Ryan Steiner. Is that from earlier?
Yeah, I had earlier.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah, they're still on the list. Right. They're usually the semi-main event on the list, though, aren't they?
No.
Oh, the Meltzer Stars is the main event of the list.
Right.
He's still got the top. He's still the number one ranking on the main event. So right. You know what we need to do is do a ranking system of
we
people
might have
on the
to.
list. Because what if you know what I'm going to do? Here's what we're going to do from going forward.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a top 10.
Right.
Right? And you have to stay in the top 10 because there's other things that might bump you from the list.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So from now on, the list is going to be a top 10. And Conan, email me the list so I can figure out what I'm going to rank as my top 10 on the list.
All right.
And Mike Holder, do you want to be on the list? Holder, do you want to be on the list?
Sure, why not?
Okay, and I don't take recommendations.
I knew it.
Let me see. So, DI.
Yes.
Where can people find you and shit?
At The Real Disco on Twitter, at Disco Master GG on Instagram and Snapchat. You can find me on Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco on the Russo brand. Drops Fridays. Where me and Vince chop it up. And I've been burying those guys. Let me ask you a question, Derby. Who watches me on Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco?
I do.
How about you, Jed? Do you?
Sometimes, yes.
What about you, Mike Holder? Do you ever watch that?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask Durbin. Who won between me and Francisco Costanzo?
You did, but it was very close because he's very intelligent. He's very articulate, so it was very close. But you just barely won.
It's not who's the most articulate; it's who's correct.
Well, yes. Glenn was correct.
Yeah, I was correct. That was the argument. That's what I had to argue with the Meltzer quote unquote historian. Because he's like he says all the Meltzer clips into the device. He's been listening to Meltzer for 14 years. He says, or whatever it is, man. And like he was trying to say that he thinks that when Ibushi got hurt on the German suplex, he was trying to they were trying to argue with me that was Meltzer's fault.
Right. You
can catch me at Sapphire Gentlemen's Club if you're in Vegas. Dial 702-303-3430. Okay, mention Disco sent you. And they'll send you then if you say that, we'll get you a free ride, get you in for free, and get you a free drink. It's the same as about $90 per person. Holder, you're 86, by the way. Your dress code.
Dress code?
Holder's going to be 86 dress coded. Holder, you can wear anything you want. You can wear the nicest clothes in the place. We'll still dress code you.
You just profiled Mike Holder.
We'll just dress code Holder. He's a dress code.
So let me tell you.
He's wearing slacks, a belt, and a button-down polo, and I'll dress code him.
Dress code him.
What was this? I saw the other day you posted something there, and it said it said voted best nightclub.
So here's another thing that all the listeners can do.
But I also saw it said voted best male review.
I want to show everybody this. Okay.
Are you in that?
Oh, I'm not in that. Okay, but here's what you can do: is if you get out on your phone every day and you go to SapphireLasVegas.com/vote. Okay, let me pull it up here. If you go to this site right here.
I heard that site has viruses.
SapphireLasVegas.com/vote.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And there's 9 categories that you can choose.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Best all that. Hit all 9 of those. Okay. And if you do this and go through this process, okay, and press continue, you can vote once a day. Bookmark the site, vote once a day. If you do that and screenshot it and tag me in the screenshotting it, I'll shout you guys out on the podcast. There we go. Beautiful, guys. Thank you. So I'll shout you out on the podcast if you do that. Screenshot that you voted, and you can vote once every 24-hour period on as many devices as you have. and we've been best of Las Vegas like 10 years in a row. I think we win this because everybody puts in a lot of effort into trying to win it for us. So that's
now, what do you get out of it?
Nothing. I get nothing out of that. That's just me trying to help out the club.
Are you still putting up pictures of the Sapphire Girls on Patreon?
Sometimes, if I got a couple I haven't sent you guys yet.
Yeah, please do. Let me ask you a question. Durbin and Holder and Jeff, you guys are Patreon members, correct? Right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the pictures that Disco puts up?
Rarely. He rarely posts them.
He doesn't put up very many.
Come on,
fake news.
Here's why. Let me
Fake
tell you
news.
why.
He posts more pictures of his
Joe
food.
never says
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. The features that are coming around, they use the same ones. Like they cycle. It's like I've like posted a bunch of videos at this feature
club.
They feature the same features on a loop. They feature the girls on a loop.
I've been in there. There's fucking 2,000 chicks. Just
those girls? No, they don't like to. Those girls don't like to go on social media when they're work. They want people seeing them.
Oh, nobody.
Very, very rare. Hardly any of them. We can't even get somebody. We try to get these girls to go, hey, can you share our posts on Facebook? They go, oh God, I don't know, my family's on that. It's like 90% of these girls, their families do not know they do this. Yeah.
Any of the guys from the Mail Review? All right. So, anyways, if you go to Sapphires and you want to chop it up with DI, don't just run up on him and start blabbering. There is a protocol. The protocol goes a little something like this: you hit him up with a compliment, you hit him up with another compliment, then you can ask a question. He'll talk to you 1 to 3 minutes if you put him over. Additional time if you're not annoying and you tell him you've got it like that. No time will there be any direct eye contact. A $20 handshake gets you an autographed picture another round. If you are drunk and or obnoxious or don't put them over, you will hear this.
Okay, you're one guy from the front door to back reception.
Right. Well, which means that, at which point you can tell them you go, girl, because they're kicking you out or you're getting 86, which is permanent removal. Good news, guys.
What's that?
What's that?
Hugs are back on the table, especially for Q transgenders.
That's true.
And now this right here is like for gentlemen callers. It's on the secret menu, and it is served topless during the summer. This is kind of like I know you like to watch your figure, and this is kind of like in commemoration of your series, Queen of the South. This is a good old Southern treat. This is fried okra, mashed potatoes, and gravy hand job.
What did you say?
Wow, that's delicious.
Tremendous.
You said okra?
Okra, whatever the fuck it's called.
Just do that, please. Fried okra. Joe, what do you got?
Well, on Highway to Helms with Shane Helms, the most recent episode that came out, Shane actually responded to Ron Funches. I know everybody has been enjoying their back and forth, and Shane came at him very heated on this latest episode of Highway to Helms, which I will be playing. Conan says I don't play any clips for the other shows, but I have this, and I will play it for you guys. Let's see. On a Tuesday Hello, actually Kenny McIntosh is this guest. Don't join in, bastards.
Nobody knows who he is.
Wait a minute. Kenny McIntosh is someone that I think we should actually get to know because he's a big promoter in England. He actually runs the Inside the Ropes company, which has had Paul Heyman.
What?
Inside the Ropes. It does live wrestling Q&As. He's had Paul Heyman over there, among others. And I think
is that where Paul Heyman did the thing where he put over Ospreay?
Yes, in England. Yeah, so he brings talents over to England and does these live shows. And so he's on doing It's Usually Hello. Also, good news for the music segment this week is the top 5 songs of the Red Hot Chili Peppers with Jay George. So if you want to hear Jay George's...
You're Durbin on it.
Not this week. I'm
on the next 2.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Coming up on the Freaking Hambone show, as I mentioned, is Just Incredible. As we know, Hambone has had...
last week?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
But he's had Scott Norton and Al Snow and Raven on lately. And Just Incredible is coming.
The same guest that you can find on any other podcast. But go ahead.
Oh man, good. This is great stuff. On what's your favorite with Jamie Irwin, as we know, the newest addition.
Hey, what show is?
Where do you find this guy at?
England. Oh, what's your favorite with Jamie Irwin? Actually, great news. Hambone is the guest, and you're going to find out on this show Hambone's favorite song, TV show, color, food, and everything.
Nobody can.
And then Husey comes on to tell everyone about his least favorite things. It's what's your favorite, but on this segment, you're also going to get. You're also going to get Husey's least favorite things. What a Rush with Road Warrior Animal talks Extreme Rules and Fight for the Fallen. And I will put out a episode of Creative Control this week, probably Tuesday when you hear this, detailing my very fascinating experiences at Extreme Rules and at the live Jim Ross and Conrad Thompson show here in Philly. So that'll be out as well. Other than that, check out the Creative Control Pro Wrestling T-Store.
How many of those shows have you gone to of Jim Ross and Conrad?
That was the first one that I saw.
You've been to another one.
I went to Conrad and Bruce. I went to Conrad, and Bruce. And Eric. And actually, I saw Conrad and Shivani last month. So I've seen them all, yeah. But that was their second show they did. They did it, Dave and Buster's.
Who did you enjoy the most of the four?
Probably Bruce.
Bruce?
Yeah. But they're all good. And JR actually,
they're all good. They're all good storytellers. They're all fucking
There were some scoops there actually. They were just reported, but for the first time, JR revealed that he revealed that he was invited to do this Raw reunion next week. Vince called him and wanted to bring him in, and JR turned it down.
Did he not realize the guy's under contract to another company?
Yeah, he didn't care. He doesn't care.
That's tremendous.
So per JR, Tony Khan said, "Look, if you want to do it, if it's something, then go ahead and do it." He actually gave him the okay, but JR turned it down. So, but our boy Shane Helms will be on that show next week as well. He's been advertised. So, yeah, that's it. ProWrestlingTees.com/CC with Joe Feeney. Follow me on Twitter, JFFeeney3RD, and the Creative Control Network at the CC Network 1. And that is it.
Yo, man, check me out real quick on Twitter, Facebook, KONNAN5150. You can check me out Thursday. We have a show on Twitch.com from Aguascalientes. Cody Rhodes, MJF, Psycho Clown, Wagner Demon. It's our go-home show before our Triple Mania show. Then we have Impact tapings in Windsor, Canada on the 19th and the 20th. You can also check me out with them on Fridays on Twitch.com or Pursuit TV. And then on Saturdays on BN Sports, which is MLW. Check us out. If you're in the New York area, September 15th, and Triple Mania, our biggest show of the year, will be August 3rd in Mexico City, Mexico. Want to thank everybody that's been, especially the people that we talked about today in the shout-outs that got the blowfish, and especially the one chick in Cozumel that got a huge pop, that got the blowfish and the motherfucking Blue Chews. Yeah, that's a tremendous combo right there. But everybody that's been, helping. Everything that we sponsor the show, like I said before, we use it ourselves. Thank you for buying some of that stuff. Thank you for spreading the word to friend or foe. And thank you guys for being on the Patreon Roundtable on this segment. Jed, Mike Durban, and Mike Holder. Thank you, JoJo. Thank you, DI. Thank you for listening to Keeping It 100. Boom.